Hey guys, welcome in. If you're new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you, I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are both fluid. I could be talking about the recent past, may also be speaking about the present and or the future. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If you'd like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information can be found below in the description box, and my books are always open. I was gonna start off with the tarot, but I don't want to. I'm getting ready to launch a second channel. And I haven't decided on a name yet, so I actually opened it up on Twitter yesterday and was like, hey, whoever comes up with the best name gets a free 30-minute general reading. And so for context, while I've got y'all on camera here, it is not a tarot channel, so don't add any words like tarot into it because it has nothing to do with tarot. Pop culture, if you guys have happened to see the Club Shay Shay Cat Williams interview that everybody's talking about all over social media. I watched the whole thing, and after watching the interview, I want to say within the first 15 minutes, I was inspired to tell my story because I've been talking about it in the last several collective readings. Like, you know, there are people that you've distanced yourself from, potentially your family, and there are people who have gotten away with living their lives a certain kind of way, and it hasn't been challenged. And the reason why it hasn't been challenged is because we've been protecting a lot of people's reputations by just kind of staying silent on our experience and dealing with them. And you know, I have said, and it's come across in the cards, like, hey, if somebody asks you a direct question, like, hey, what happened between you and so-and-so, it's offering you an opportunity to speak your truth. So don't lie, be honest, and don't leave out the tense parts. The tense parts that you need to disclose, you need to disclose them for a reason, okay? The fallout behind it, the shit really doesn't have anything to do with you. So I've become inspired. I've decided that it's time for me to tell my story. The channel will be kind of loosely tied into astrology because I will talk about some astrology-based things. But it's really just going to be more of a personal vlog of me telling my origin story and kind of redirecting it back here to how I got here. Okay, how this came about, how cards became my thing, and now I've got, you know, this huge collective that I'm a part of, and just to kind of share bits and pieces of my story, because I feel like just in talking to my clients one-on-one, the one-on-one client conversations that I've had, where, and if you've worked with me, you know, especially if you work with me on a one-on-one live basis, so the clients that I have that select live readings, that's a different kind of energy exchange, because now I'm talking to you one-on-one, we're talking live. And I usually do share aspects of my story with those clients because it's relevant to whatever they're going through. So I share those aspects of my story because I know there are other people who have experienced the exact same things that I've experienced, and I'm telling my story to show people that, one, it can be overcome, and two, there's a way out. There is a way out, and to give people hope, and so that they don't feel alone, because I felt alone a lot of times. Okay, so in the comments, if you can come up with a really clear and catchy name, I'm taking all submissions. I've posted on Instagram, I've posted on Twitter, now I'm talking about it on a video. So if you can think of a couple of really cool names, I'll toss them into the hat and I'll put a vote out. I'll do a vote on YouTube and I'll do a vote on Twitter of the top 3 names that that I like, top 3 or 4, and then I'll let y'all decide of those names. Okay, so whoever wins the best name get a 30-minute free general reading from me. All right. May the best person win. All right, so let's just jump in, see what Spirit wants to talk about. Now that we got that housekeeping business out of the way, let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. What energies are we pulling on today? What do you want to talk about? What do you want us to know? It's 3:22 on the clock. There may be a significant synchronicity there for you. 3:22, look that up if you've been seeing that. Oh, damn. Well. Okay, I'm going to tell you the message that I heard really loud. Somebody has to stand back and watch. Somebody has to stand back and watch. And I don't know if that means just watching somebody else. I feel like this is not my collective. It feels like somebody here is being challenged to, I heard persevere, challenged to keep going. It feels directionless. It feels like somebody is kind of, and I'm picking up two things. Picking up two things. I'm picking up one, an energy of feeling very lost. Like having to keep going, but feeling very lost, not really having a whole lot of direction, not really knowing what direction to go because they don't feel like, I do feel like somebody feels potentially abandoned by God, and so they're going to have to just keep on going. But part of the reason why they are not really feeling like God is present is because this person is ungrounded. So it's kind of like somebody running on steam because this person doesn't really know where they're supposed to go or what they're supposed to do. It feels, I heard running out of time. This could be a concern. Somebody may feel as though they're running out of time. The obstacle is the fact that someone here is not happy. It's interesting. Someone's not happy about either having to work, having to go to work, having to get a job. So maybe somebody here is unemployed, and part of their major obstacle is that they need to get off their ass and get a job. The other thing too is it's kind of like what I'm getting is like somebody doesn't feel happy. However, you have the key to your own happiness. Happiness is not found external to you. So whoever I'm talking to, whoever this is that needs to chop wood, do the work, somebody is having to overcome the feeling of hopelessness and worthlessness and not being happy and not having enough by turning and redirecting their focus and working on themselves. Okay, now part of the lesson here, it does indicate here, because it's funny, I've got fork in the road in the upright and between worlds in the reverse, and both of these cards are kind of giving off the same energy, but the biggest lesson here for this person or whoever this is that I'm talking to is the fact that they're having to learn how to go with the flow. I think I said in the last two collective readings, like, whatever somebody is experiencing, they just have to take it. There's really not, this is the same energy. There's really not a lot that they can do about their circumstances other than focus and work on themselves and try to turn around that energy about their unhappiness. They've got to work on that, and that key belongs to the individual. Okay? I'm kind of feeling like it's kind of given like Dark Night of the Soul. It's kind of given Dark Night of the Soul. And I feel like the struggle that someone is having, or part of the lesson here, because the lesson and the struggle kind of, they're paired. It feels like somebody is having a difficult time with the surrender aspect, because when you surrender, you can't control what's happening. You can't control what's happening externally anyway. But this person, whoever I'm dealing with, whoever we're talking about, could be like a self-proclaimed control freak. They, always have to be in the mix and know what the hell is going on so that they can navigate, because they don't know how to navigate the unknown aspects. And that's where they are right now. And so somebody, it kind of feels like whoever I'm talking to may be making their journey a little more difficult because they don't know how to surrender, or they don't know how to go with the flow and be flexible, because things change. And if you don't know how to pivot quickly, baby, things could go left real fast. And if you don't know how to, and that's kind of what this looks like somebody doesn't really, I heard discombobulated. Somebody could be feeling very discombobulated because things are not going the way that they expected it to go. And they don't know how to recover from it. I feel here too, you could be dealing with, this could be a distorted masculine energy. Remember, we're gender fluid. Could be a woman, could be a man. It's somebody, this is the energy of somebody here who may lack the confidence or the drive, more so the confidence. This kind of feels like somebody, or somebody may have lost their way, but lost their will. They don't have the ambition or the courage, number one, to keep going the distance. I also have somebody here who may be very repressed emotionally. Disconnected is what I heard. Yeah, this person needs to, they're not happy because somebody here is not able to continue the path that they're on. They're being divinely led, and I feel like God is trying to sway somebody. God is trying to get somebody's attention, and this person does not have the drive or the will or the desire to do the work that it's going to take to get them into that space of happy. That is incredibly unfortunate. I said somebody's heart is like, I get repressed. That's the word I heard. But I do feel like somebody's heart chakra, I heard, is compromised. So you could be dealing with somebody here who is just like, I heard, ice cold. Ice cold. And this is, I mean, it really does give me the energy of somebody who wants, you know, other people to do things for them or whatever. But it comes across very self-serving. And, you know, it is one of those, you know, as above, so below, as within, so without. It's kind of like, whoever this is, whoever I'm talking to, may be experiencing kind of like the blowback of all the energy that they've ever projected out. So if they have treated somebody, you collective, if they treated you some kind of way, this person is experiencing that sensation of whatever you went through. They're now in that same space that you may have once been in and that you've overcome. And this person is struggling right now. Yeah, somebody may want to travel towards you in order to like have a new start. They want to maybe revamp, or not revamp. I heard reconcile, but that's not, I don't think that's the word that I'm looking for either. Rejuvenate, which is a strange word that I don't even know why that word came up. It's like somebody who wants to revive. Thank you. It's like somebody who wants to revive the relationship because they don't want it to end. I think whatever this is may have already ended. It's kind of like, you know, it ended, but they're not aware of it. Somebody may have to, okay, this could potentially have something to do with a family or someone's home life. Someone may have to move, or somebody may have to relocate. There is something that may have been hidden that they are now very much aware of. At first, maybe somebody was turning a blind eye. That's what I heard. Somebody may have tried to turn a blind eye to their own circumstance, especially as it relates to their home, their living situation or something. And now it is, they can't hide it anymore. Like it's been hidden, but they can't hide it anymore. Yeah, somebody is time in the reverse. Somebody feels they're running out of time. Somebody feels like they're running out of time, and they're, I want to say, very emotional about the whole thing. Very, very emotional. And somebody does not, they don't want to go to, they don't want to go to work. They don't want to have, they don't want to do the work. Somebody does not want to have to do the work. They want to just win. And they need to give that up and end the cycle. That's wild. That's wild. All right. Let's jump in. Okay. All right, collective. At the center of the reading, we have the Fool. And I feel like this feels like recent past energy. I feel like you, at some point, I mean, we were all on this healing journey, right? So you've been working on yourself, you've been focusing. I feel like I do see a lot of focus on work, focusing on your security. I feel like you're also focusing on like new collaborations or new connections maybe that you're having. I think I mentioned it too recently within the last few readings, like, you know, people that are, the new people that are coming towards you, you are, Spirit's trying to guide you to kind of open up to them, because these new alliances or new people that you might be meeting may be beneficial to you in the future for, you know, future endeavors, right? I do feel that the energy of somebody coming towards you that may be connected or tied to your past or past experiences, but I don't see that you take the offer. I don't feel like, you know, whether this offer actually came to you or you already kind of rejected it in your mind, like, you know, I don't even want to deal with that anymore. I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to start focusing on recovering from the loss of this, and I'm going to focus on building a foundation for this over here. And I feel like you're choosing to focus on things that kind of uplift you and make you feel good. You may be in the public eye, or you may have, you know, you have the attention. People, you have people's attention. People, you may, like I said, you could be in the public eye and people actually see you working or they see your work, but from the outside looking in, all people see is you working. They just see you working. Particularly if you're an entrepreneur, they just see you working, they see you building. They also may feel as though you're being a little on the secretive side in terms of, like, I guess if they can't see what you're doing, then obviously they think it's secret. But I think you're being, I heard cautious, but you might be moving in a way that is a little bit more careful, for lack of a better word. I told you that offer. So the offer, and again, whether this offer actually came to you already or if it's coming to you, because it could be somebody that's coming towards you, but it is connected to the devil. This offer is meant for you. I feel like you've got somebody here in the background that could be potentially watching you, because you're in a really good space, collective. You're, you know, I feel like you're in a very happy space. You're emotionally content. You're living in your wish fulfillment. You're doing the right things, and it's based on the fact that you decided to take a leap and align yourself or associate yourself with new people, right? Creating new foundations. I feel like this offer, I heard it's a dirty offer. Somebody wants to come towards you to make an offer. The problem is, number one, the offer is connected to the devil, and number two, if you were to accept the offer, you would be in a deficit. It would create some form of loss for you down the line. It's kind of like, I feel like the offer that wants to come towards you, it's meant to slow you down. Eight of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles. It's meant to slow you down. It's meant to kind of keep you stuck, make you ruminate, well, what if I do this? What if I do that? And literally continue to do what you're doing. Okay? Continue to do what you're, because this relationship or the dynamic, whoever this person is, I said it was connected to your past, it's already over. And while you may still have fond memories of whoever this person is or whatever you shared with them, you're no longer thinking about them. And again, you might even still have love for this person. But you know that you have to walk away from it in order to maintain your stability. Being aligned with, I'm looking at the way all these cards are crossing, being aligned with this person does not promote the stability that you feel within yourself, that you feel within your connections, that you feel within your life. So if you take this offer, that offer is meant to stop you and hem you up. That offer is meant to slow you down and create some kind of loss or deficit for you. Nope. Yes, 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 yes. And the thing about it is, you have no desire to participate. I feel like you see very clearly where your stability lies. It's not with these people. Shh. It's not with these people. Watch me go to the door and he doesn't go out. Hold on. Come on. You want to go outside? You want to go outside and bark? Come on. Come on. Then be quiet. Don't look at me. I knew that was going to happen. He does it every time. He barks like he wants to go outside, but when I go to offer to open a door for him, he doesn't want to go outside. He changed his mind. Anyway, so I feel like you're having, it's like, even though you may still have love for this person, I definitely see you making a mind over heart decision, and you're choosing to go where the love and the stability actually is, not where you thought it was. You don't want to be in conflict anymore. And you're not. I don't feel like you are. You're not in conflict. You're not trying to be in competition with whomever or whatever they originally had you in competition with. And you're, you may even feel like you have to kind of show this person. I mean, I'm going to just put this is a side message. You may have to, when this approaches you, if it can reach you, because I can't see if this is actually penetrating your little force field, but if this person does come towards you, I feel like there's going to be an element, some form of communication or conversation, or some element in your conversation with this person where you're trying to explain to them, like why you can't make this choice, why you cannot choose them, why this person cannot come along with you on the next leg of your journey. And the thing about it is because intuitively you already know that the offer or this person, that they're tied to some dirty shit that you don't want in your life. They're tied to some dirty shit that you don't really want in your life. And I honestly feel like you would much rather focus on loving yourself than loving them. Especially if this person was never capable of loving you the way that you love yourself. And I always tell my clients, like literally, especially when it comes to like love situations, I don't care what the situation is or what the nature of the relationship is. If the person you're dealing with can't love on you better than you love yourself, that is not your person. Those are not people that you need to be aligned with. Period. No exceptions. Because intuitively you already know that you already know that this person is up to some dirty shit. I feel like you would have to explain to them, I heard like in layman's terms, that their role, their actions or inaction, especially because I'm getting the energy of this is a relationship or a connection that is rooted in codependency, and there is no growth here. There's no growth. There's no growth within the person. There's no growth within the relationship dynamic. It's kind of like you walked away, and when they come back to you, this person is literally in the same space they were in when you walked away from them. They have not changed. This person has been disloyal to you. They've done nothing but cause you a bunch of confusion by telling you lies, and that's where the conflict comes from. Because the thing about it is, you're not here for the lies. Now this person wants to come in and I kind of feel like at two things. You may have somebody here that wants to come towards you because they may be down bad and they have their hand out expecting you to, come and bail them out because they're not happy with the circumstances that they got themselves in. They're not happy with the circumstances that they got themselves in. But the problem is they can't really do anything about it. It is what it is. They put themselves here. And I heard something about you don't want to have to compete for their love. I don't know what this relationship is, but you don't want to have to compete for love to get love. You shouldn't. You shouldn't have to. You should never have to feel the competitive edge of loving somebody. Why? If I gotta compete for your love, I don't want it. Period. And it's trippy. Everything that you are, that you're showing up as, this person is not that. I'm like looking from the top to the bottom of this row. They're not that. You show up as healed and grounded, abundant, you know your worth, you know your value, you have the capability of creating whatever it is you want for yourself. You've transformed, you've changed. You tapped into your intuition, and you know damn well whoever this person is, because you see it for what it is, you know this person hasn't evolved. You know this person hasn't changed. Yeah, the person that you're dealing with, and this is family. I'm sorry, 10 of Cups out here. This is family. You're living in your wish fulfillment. Whoever you were dealing with was breadcrumbing you. They were breadcrumbing you in the past, and all they're doing is trying to hold on to you now because of the stability that you already have, the stability that you created for yourself. They want some of that. Yep, you withdrew all the way because you knew that there were lies and there was deceit here. You strategically made some moves for yourself. And especially, it's kind of like you turned your back, you turned your back from your family, and you may have done it reluctantly, but you turned your back on your family, you withdrew all of your energy. You literally you're not giving nobody the time of day. You withdrew your energy, you're living in your wish fulfillment, you decided to kind of seclude yourself and hide away from other people so that you can work, especially if you're an entrepreneur, so that you could focus on your business, focus on the business that pays you. Because I feel like, and I think this came from the last reading, if you were overly consumed with dealing with your family or whatever, it was like all the attention that you were pouring into your family or family dynamic or whatever that was, you weren't giving enough attention to yourself and your own healing. I heard energy vampire, so maybe these people were siphoning off your energy. You were trying to focus on yourself and they wanted you to focus on them. because they were codependent on your energy. They gave so little. And once you pulled away, I said it in the last reading, once you pulled away from the situation, it was no longer confusing to you because you actually could see what was going on. And you made a judgment call, and you recognize you don't really, you're not really trying to fuck with them. Because I feel like this approach, them trying to come to you to start, like, you know, or initiate some type of new cycle with you, it doesn't come with an apology. What they're banking on is they're hoping that you still have enough love in your heart to keep giving the way that you were giving. That's wild. Yep. Look at you moving away from it. You're choosing your future, and somebody is pissed. They're pissed because you walked away and you ain't looked back. And I feel like you also know, collective, or you knew, or you've been kind of diligently working towards getting your 10 of Cups. Because remember, I always say too, it's really important to understand what your 10 of Cups looks like. Yes, everybody wants a 10 of Cups. They want that ultimate wish fulfillment, that ultimate feeling of, you know, satisfaction and all that. But if you don't really know what the 10 of Cups looks like for you, you're going to get a hodgepodge of all kinds of stuff. And I feel like this collective that I'm talking to has done a lot of work to ambitiously go after that 10 of Cups, right? You've been persevering, and you're protecting yourself right now because you're like, damn it, I'm going to get to this 10 of Cups. I don't give a shit what it takes to get there, and I'm not going to let anybody compromise that with confusion and drama. I see very clearly. I am no longer in the mindset of being, you know, whether somebody was trying to like glamour you and mystify you with, you know, with bullshit. You're like, I see very clearly now. I see very clearly. I'm taking me and my little ducks and my little family, and I'm going to move on. I'm going to keep my ducks in a row. Y'all keep your ducks in whatever row you keep them in, but keep them away from me. Whoever you're dealing with, they're pissed. And they're jealous. They're jealous and they're angry that you made the decision to just completely withdraw all of your energy from them. Not realizing that part of the reason why you did that is because this person is a liar. And never really showed you the kind of love and emotion and gratitude that you showed them. Yeah, so the environment that you may have been in was not emotionally supportive to you. It kept your energy off balance all the time. And you decided to move away from all this confusing drama you literally you turned your back. Because I'm looking at this Empress card, her back is turned. You turned your back on this situation so that you could focus on the things that actually do have the capacity to grow. You may have tapped back into your inner child. You may have turned around and decided, you know what, I'm not focusing on this anymore. I'm going to focus on my own family. I'm going to focus on my own children. I'm going to focus on whatever it is that you're focusing on, whatever it is that you're trying to create. And now this person, because again, they are disappointed and angry at the fact that you chose to love on yourself. You chose to go after the future that you saw for yourself. This person is upset. Upset. And instead of focusing on the things that they can control, which is their own, you know, their own shit, they're focused on the disappointments from the past. Well, don't be worried about what you did in the past unless you're going to come up and say, I'm sorry. But I don't see an apology anywhere here. I don't see an apology here, and I also don't see anybody taking responsibility for their actions. Out of all the cards that I've laid down here, that's what I don't see. I don't see anybody here taking responsibility. I see my collective making really solid choices to choose themselves. And you come to the point where while you were alone and you saw that you were no longer experiencing the confusion that may have been in your life when you were engaged or dealing with these people, I think you made a very, very clear decision. And you may have had to be very strategic in the way that you extracted yourself from the situation. The other, I am getting a side message here. You may have somebody here like literally wanting to come in and, but it's, I feel like they want to come towards you, but whatever they're coming towards you, it's not, it is for nefarious reasons. It is not on the up and up. So pay attention. Listen, to devil. You have released this energy, and you had, and it took us, it took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage for you to move on from the situation. It took a lot of courage. For you to walk away from an unsupportive, toxic connection that always left you feeling out of balance. You are now healed. Like I said, you've changed. You've transformed. And whoever you were dealing with, they're getting left behind because they are struggling and refuse to do the work. This has been coming up consistently. This message has come up consistently. Yeah, whoever this was, they're not I heard they're not getting away with it. But this person is somebody who they misused or abused their position in your life in order to create this power dynamic. You could have been dealing with a whole ass bully. Ew. All right, let's see what we're talking about. We have nearby, someone coming in as a partner or a companion. Year of the rat may be of significance: 1936, 48, 60, 1972, 1984, 96, 2008. You may have had a child born in 2020. Year of the dragon may be of significance: 1940, 1952, 64, 76, 1988. Year 2000, 2012. Somebody could be pregnant now because I have 2024 here. Mirror. Short term. Friend, acquaintance, or coworker. Friend, acquaintance, or coworker, nearby, short term. It may mirror energy, short term. Karmic. Okay. Twin flame and coming to nurture and support. So you could have a friend, acquaintance, or coworker that's coming in to support or nurture you. I did say in the beginning that we're talking about you made a new choice to align yourself with newer people. So that could literally be that. This karmic person could be nearby. I've also, with short term, I've also talked about how if you align yourself with new people, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're aligning with them for, you know, something on a permanent basis. It's literally like if you cross paths with somebody, you're only meant to cross paths in that moment. It may not even last forever. It could just be for you to have one quick conversation with them, and whatever they tell you, it's supposed to spark something in you to get you going on your journey. Or this other person here who's struggling with, you know, putting in the work and doing all that. Somebody here is very ungrounded. All right. Somebody's spreading gossip, lies, and rumors. Somebody's having money problems or poor spending habits. Somebody, let's see, we have Pretty Little Lies, Not Your Fault. Somebody's keeping secrets. They don't want you to prosper. It could be dealing with an Aries. Someone is trying to keep you distracted. There is a ringleader here, and somebody is unreliable, undependable, unemployed, and lazy. There's distraction magic out here. Somebody is secretive and deceptive. Fake nice, two-faced. There could be a real estate investment involved. I have return to sender, so make sure you're doing your return to sender prayers. I have cruelty masked as tough love. So basically, whoever you're dealing with is just an asshole. You are respected by your peers and your community. Somebody has zero authenticity. Somebody's dealing with some uncertainty. There's a stepchild here involved. There could be candle magic involved. Somebody is releasing mental burdens for good. There's a blessing in disguise here. There's dark energies being sent to you, which is the reason why you need to be doing return to sender prayers every day. Yeah, you chose a new contract. Somebody is hiding the truth. Keeping secrets, hiding truth. There's secrets and lies out here. They rejected you in the past, and that's the reason why they're coming spinning the block now. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Somebody's getting instant karma. Somebody tried to affect your second house of self-worth, your money, personal finances, sense of worth, and possessions. And there are illegal activities here. Failed attempt, empty victory. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, the month of November. A Sagittarius or a Scorpio, the month of November could be of significance. And there's several failed attempts. Spirit will humble them, and somebody has no discipline working against you at the bottom of the deck. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonate for you or give you clarity over your own situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate it to those who need the message the most. If you'd like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. My books are always open, and I welcome you to join me. Don't forget, I'm still looking for a name for my new channel. I plan on recording. I'm going to start my recording for that channel on Monday in a couple of days. I'm not going to do it in this space, so I got to set up the other space because I'm trying to keep this channels very separate and the content very separate. So there's that. But if you have a really catchy name for a new channel, and really the discussion or what I'll be talking about is really my origin story. But I am spilling the tea, and Cat Williams has definitely inspired me to tell my story. All right, so drop those suggestions in the comments section. And again, I'll do a poll. We'll do a whole vote, and I'll announce the winner, and then I'll start recording and putting things in the can until we get a name, because I absolutely need a name for the channel. All right, I love you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care. I love you. Until next time.